Hey everybody, this is Cece, or Sea Lion, whichever you decide to call. I'm going to be doing a reaction video to today's new episode of Carmilla. Still waiting on it for the load. Still got 2 minutes. Kind of jumping the gun a little bit, but... Alrighty, I'm pretty sure the rest of YouTube is going to be freaking out as soon as this video uploads. So hopefully I can get to it before everyone else does. In the meantime, if you haven't seen my first video is basically just an intro video, mostly about me. Not to be selfish or anything, but shows you a few of my interests. This vlog is going to be mostly fandom issues, stuff like that. Alright, we're down to 5:29. These are supposed to upload like, what, 5:30-ish, I think? Yeah. Ooh, there it is! Yeah! Alright.
You're the... And the team's your...
Yes, and yes. And now that we've dispensed with this inarticulate sputtering, let's move directly to the part where I turn you into a red splotch on the savonnerie.
I'm pretty sure Carmilla
The carpet, darling.
Mattie! When did you go back into
Oh my
town?
Last night.
They hugged.
And don't
Okay,
let that
awesome.
leave, you little monster. But when I hear you're up to your gorgeous neck in this mess, sis.
Yeah. Well, there was a little disagreement over whether or not Mother was going to feed my girlfriend to the fish monster.
I heard. So
She said
you pried
girlfriend.
up a soul-eating sword and took a run at them both? You're lucky the damn thing didn't obliterate you. Now hold that thought. While I take care of little Miss Wannabuffy.
Oh my god.
Mattie, that's Laura, the
Oh my God.
girlfriend in question.
I know. And look, I'm not pretending I was overly fond of Mama and her head games myself. But your walking dinner date killed her, which makes it my duty to pull her apart at the limbs. It's the principle of the thing.
I won't let you hurt her.
Let?
Mm.
Who are you kidding, kitty cat?
You better watch it.
Unless you have that thermonuclear sword stashed somewhere in your déshabillé, you're out of your league.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god, yes, Carmilla. Defend your girlfriend.
Oh, God. You went and fell in love with one of the marks again, didn't you?
Love? No one said anything about
You little sap.
Oh my
But then
god.
again, you're always in the middle of some one great romance or another, weren't you? Oh, don't need him. He's a poet. Or her. He's got such a beautiful voice. Or that one. She's just too pretty to ruin. Or that blonde corset in the 1870s that you were head over heels for. It was
She's
enough
bringing
to
up a
give a
lot
girl
of-
capacities.
Cast baggage.
Fine. You like the nymph that much, I can hold off until you get tired of her.
That's not the... Look, I'm glad you're not going to kill her.
I believe the words you're looking for are, gee, Mattie, thanks for being so understanding.
Laura looks so
Especially
confused.
since this mess means you had to leave Morocco for this ice-blasted wasteland and the implosion of Mama's ridiculous pseudo-versity.
Did you know what she was doing?
You mean, did I know she was feeding Nemo's pal down there 5 people every 20 years? Of course I did.
Of
The board
course,
decided
everybody
it was
knew
the
except
smartest
for...
play ages ago. 5 people every 20 years to keep that monster asleep. More people die from dog bites every year. Hell, more people die from me every year.
Except it turns out it's
Bold
helpless.
statement.
It's not helpless. It's stuck. And I don't know how any of us got so lucky. But I'll be dealing with that tomorrow when the board meets. In the meantime, how about you and I paint the town red? It's been a while since we've had a girls' night. Not since.
Pretty sure red
Saigon.
means drinking blood.
That was a party.
You really want to be in the same state we were in after Saigon before your big board meeting?
And when did you become the voice of reason? You're probably right about the board. Those old fuddy-duddies care more about Robert's rules than anything that happened in this creepy
Who's
backwater.
Robert?
Well then, business before pleasure.
Is there like a dad in this
Speaking of
family?
which, since I'm not turning the cub reporter into a red mist, we need to do something about these news broadcasts. We can't have gossip mongers inciting panic through the only public communication network on campus, leaving the impression the university isn't safe.
Because
The
it's not.
university isn't safe.
Thank you, Laura.
See, if you had more experience, you'd say Silas is experiencing upheaval during its time of transition. You know what? Why don't I come back and help you? Make sure you're putting out the right message.
I really
No,
don't.
please. I insist.
Oh my god.
You're lucky. You're such a cute little monster.
Oh my
See you
god.
soon. Oh, and try to keep the larceny to a minimum. A lot of Mother's things are literally priceless, and I don't feel like tracking it down in some shabby little pawn
Okay.
shop.
I guess they officially
Mother's things? Why would any of your mother's things be in here?
it's their mother's house.
Because
Oh my
you're
god.
living in Mother's old apartment, darling.
Oh my god.
Ta.
Of course, everyone probably knew that already.
See that subscribe
Damn it!
button?
Oh my god.
You should click it.
Well, Carmilla's sister is quite homicidal, I'm gonna guess. I'm guessing the rest of the board meeting people are also vampires. I mean, who's to expect they're not? But that was week's Carmilla dissemination, whatever you want to call it. Laura looked freaking confused the whole time, which she would be when Carmilla's sister is bringing up all of her past attempts at saving other people. How are they not going to assume that she was trying to say, oh, I'm in love with them, you know, I just don't do this, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Alright. Well, hopefully next week's episode isn't even more confusing. I did see Loth and Perry in that one, or at least in the sneak peek, so hopefully we'll get more of an explanation of what's happened to Perry. Probably won't. Probably not till mid-season that we're going to get more. But in the meantime, I want to know who Robert is, because apparently Robert is a important person in this upcoming story. I mean, you don't just mention a name and not go into it, right? Alright, well, I will see you guys next week, and you guys have a good weekend.